Hello everyone, back for the last of the 5 foot by 4 foot paintings. I have 2 more 4 foot by 4 foot paintings and then what I'm calling smaller, which are 3 foot by 4 foot and 2 foot by 4 foot. But I needed to get these out of the way, out of my mind. So I did, and none of them have exactly worked out perfect so far. And it's because I've been stretching them myself, but yet again, I'm going to stretch this one myself. It's a little bit more forgiving because I'm going to be doing a dream cloud tonight. The other one was a swipe. The next one was a deconstructed bloom, and it was perfect until I took it over to the table. And as I was setting it down, the whole thing fell off of the cup. I should have used my stands. I just had some cups over there. Fell off my cup and just all the design ran down the side. So I caught it, tried to level it back out, but it's still wet right now. So I don't even, at the time of this video, I don't know how it's going to dry. But my husband came out when he got home from work and said, "Oh, that one's really pretty." It's like, if you only knew. But tonight I'm going to be working. I've done a lot of really bright colors. Tonight I'm going ocean blues. Let's paint. All right, so this is my Dream Cloud Satin Enamel mixture. And I want to make sure that I have some on the corners, but a lot of it I want to go through the center because I'm going to swipe the colors over it. And I have one more jug over here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, my hair. I also, oh, that was the other thing that happened. So oh my gosh, I need to get that hair out of there. I had the painting, I had it like under here. And I shouldn't have been doing it with my back either. I lifted the whole painting up, went to set it down. I put it almost like the bar on my shoulder. I went in the bathroom. I had paint all down this side of my Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it is like a hurricane comes through when I am painting large paintings, getting ready for a show. Okay. So I think that's pretty good. And then a little bit up there. Maybe one tiny little bit right there. I think the rest should be blue. All right. So got that. I have some extra plastic down so that when it drops off, I can just fold that up and not have to move everything and off the floor and put down more plastic. So, okay, so I want phthalo blue to be a pretty good portion of this. So I'm definitely going to have it here in the center and in this center. Oh, I don't want it to meet right there though. And the last little portion right there. I have just a tiny bit of the Prussian blue, so I want that to remain visible. So I'm going to put that in the center as well. Doesn't have to be... I almost fell over. Oh my goodness. Okay. I actually have a pretty good amount of light blue, I think, over there still. Uh-oh, maybe not. I might have to pour some more out because I definitely want to make sure I have enough. And then I have a whole container of gold. Definitely want some of my gold here in the center. Some of my gold right around there. Is this going to be enough blue, y'all? I can't tell. When I swipe it and then tilt it out, I think it will be enough. I feel like I want just a tiny bit more. Okay, from the deconstructed bloom, I had a little bit left over of that base color. So I actually, and that is already strained and ready to go. So, ooh, look at those cells already starting. So that is what I'm going to use. Right around in there. And then right around in there. I think that's it. If I need any more, I will just pour some more white, because when I swipe, and I think I'm going to swipe with the big one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a big, okay. All right. We're swiping with the big tool here. This is the, if you didn't see the last video, this is like a cookie scraper spatula that I got off Amazon. Okay, this is the most forgiving, and I can always like take some of the white and kind of drop it in little spaces. I also was wondering, so I think I'm going to swipe first without an activator, and then I might swipe with a little bit of a swipe activator. But for these big first swipes, I think, okay, all right, here we go. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, I don't want to mess this up. Oh no, it's sinking. Oh no. Oh no. I let my hand go, although that is pretty cool. I let my hand go. Okay, well that did not work out so well. I'm telling you, man, these big ones. I don't know. Does anybody else do like gigantic ones like this? Because the struggle is real. Oh, I got a lot of beautiful gold cells though. Okay, I'm going to try it this way because this was too much to come in right through there. Have to keep it. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cells. Holy pooper. Oh my gosh, look at how many are popping up. Okay, I just need to do it again in the center, but I'm going to do it with the smaller one. Now, I'm going to take the painting behind me to Artigras as well. So I might have, if everything goes as planned, maybe somebody will buy it and I'll have to make a new one for behind me. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do with this one? I swiped that way. Maybe I swipe this way. This is like so large, but it really does work well to swipe those big areas. Okay, my last little section is going to be right up through here. I am excited as well to use this on a 4 foot by 4 foot with my ring pour swipe, because that one, you really need a big area to get it to work. I wish it was a little bit lighter. I wish I was a little bit taller. Yeah, I wish it was just the tiniest bit not so heavy. But otherwise, this works really well. Okay. And really get into some of these areas here. That's really pretty. Oh, I had a little bit on the front end. I kind of want to swipe. through there. I definitely want to swipe this part. I want to swipe this through there. Okay. And then I think I want to swipe that gold again. The dream cloud, you want to swipe the color over the white, not the white over the color. But I do love this section right here, so maybe I'll just swipe there. Now, I think in the center section, I might come in with some swipe activator. And I'm going to use white. When I'm just like vibing, that's why a lot of times I will just literally put on some music or put on TikTok or whatever and just simply like not talk and just show the video after, because I'll get into like a little groove. And it's literally just, sometimes I have no plan. I am just going for it. Okay, I see this whole section over here I want to do. Okay, that's really pretty. I still just feel like it needs something in the center there. I definitely see another spot I want to swipe. This one, I just want there to be like interest and swipes everywhere. Yep. Love that. Drag that on through. Oh, maybe with the smaller. Maybe just do the smaller one. I don't want to disrupt. There. All right, here we go. I'm going to go up to this corner first. Ooh, I think I need to put more paint on there. Woo! At least up in this top. Woo! Up in this top portion. It's the one thing that kills me about big paintings, is not being able to save. All right, here we go. There we go. It's moving. It's moving. Oh my gosh, this makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. Didn't quite get to the edge, but I can get that after. Okay, now I feel like I'm already there, so I need to go to this corner. Yep, that worked out perfect. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. And like I said, this technique is just so much more forgiving than regular swipes because you can just do so much more to it. Okay, now I need to come back this way. over. Dang, I'm gonna lose that part down on the end. I really like that part, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, now from up here, I'm gonna go over this way, and then down to this corner. I can't see anything that's going on right there. And then down and off. There we go. There we go. Getting a little bit wonky, but as I go back up that way, I think it should be good. Oh, I've got that beautiful white corner up there that's really pretty. Okay, so now to this last corner up there. Is it over? It's over. Now I need to pull it back. Pull it back. See? I got this. Don't tell my husband I didn't need him. Oh my gosh, I have a funny story. Okay, how far back down do I want it? I feel like I still want it a little bit more. Okay, okay. So, funny story, my husband calls me, he sends me a text message, and it says, oh, I don't want to touch that. It says, it's just a screenshot, and it's a little AI thing of me, like he asked Molly's Artistry's husband, and it wrote out a little thing like, oh, Molly's Artistry's husband does voiceovers and does, what did it say? It changes a little bit every time, but does voiceovers, helps with tilting, but is not the main focus of the channel. And he sent me a thing. He was like, not the main focus? What do you mean not the... I was laughing so hard. I'm like, first off, why are you Googling me? Second, what did you expect? Like, you just help out. It's important help. He's like, well, I'm still your husband. I'm like, of course you are. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. All right, y'all. I feel like I might be done. This corner up here, I don't know, I might slide a little something into it. I haven't decided yet. I mean, I kind of think I've decided, but look at how, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. This apron didn't make it very long into the new year. All right. Okay, I'm going to do some touch-ups, and then we'll see how this dries. Y'all, this might be my favorite swipe dream cloud to date. I am so happy that I stuck with this. I don't know, I might flip it around for the final. This is how it was. So that part was up close to you on camera, and I'll show you what I did to add a little bit of interest in that corner. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, the airy part, I don't know. I'm going to have to flip this around. But for now, it was enough. Just, I mean, you can see how gigantic it is. But let me take you in. Okay, so here are the dream cloud portions of it, which I absolutely love. and it dried so good. You can see the gold. This is my Creative Inspirations gold. You can see all those beautiful details, and there's gold peeking in between. Oh my gosh. Every time I look at this, I see something different. These little extra areas were areas that I added for a little bit more interest. Now you've got the smaller lines of the swipes in between. You can see the gold kind of shimmering everywhere. It's like these little tiny outlines. Got all those really pretty details through there. I'm glad I used the big tool to swipe. Like, I feel like everything worked out great. All of these popped up on their own, and then I added these little cluster. Nope, that one was there. I added this little cluster. And then up here, I just added a tiny little swoosh through the white and then some tiny extra little ones, kind of like these, but they had colors mixed in. So they actually look like that. They have like a little design in them. But so much detail. I cannot even get you in on all the details of this one. Like, there is just so much. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm like, I haven't been this excited in a while. Okay, back over here. There you have it. It was so big I couldn't do it wet, but I gave you a pretty decent view of it dry. I love that section right there. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Happy painting. Bye.